Looking for some hearty comfort food? Try making a delicious shepherd's or cottage pie. This classic dish is easy to make and perfect for a cozy night in. So get ready to warm your soul and your stomach with every bite. Meet me in the kitchen. I'm going to start out by going over the ingredient list. Now this looks like a lot of ingredients, and it is, but it comes together really quickly. We had olive oil, I had some onion and pepper medley, a pound of ground beef, and I put about a half pound of ground sausage in mine as well. Dried parsley, salt and pepper, Worcestershire sauce, garlic, all-purpose flour, tomato paste, beef broth, mixed vegetables, and then I made me a bowl of creamed potatoes. I have Parmesan cheese and shredded cheese, and I have preheated the oven to 400. I like to make this in an iron skillet, that way it's a one-pan cleanup. Start out by adding your 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and then I put my onion and pepper medley in there so that I could get it softened and browned before I put the ground beef and sausage in. Now that sound makes a house a home. And look at this spoon. Can you see whose name's on it? Let me see if I can get it to focus. Now that my peppers and onions are soft, I'm going to add my 1 pound of ground beef, and this is a chuck ground beef, and a half pound of sausage. Now I want to get that chopped up real good so that it cooks quickly. All right, I'm going to go ahead and add my salt and pepper at this point. This is a half teaspoon of each. And also I'm going to put in 2 teaspoons of dried parsley leaves. And I was about to forget my tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. Okay, I'm going to let this finish cooking, browning, and then I'm going to go in with my garlic. I want to put it in last so it doesn't burn. The meat, the onions, the peppers, they're all done. And now I'm going to make me a little bit of gravy to go in the bottom of this skillet, in this meat. You top a shepherd's pie or a cottage pie with mashed potatoes, creamed potatoes. And I want a little bit of gravy in the meat so that when I mix it all together on my plate, I have a little bit of gravy for my potatoes. But I'm going to make it with a tomato paste base. So I went in with, 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. I'm going to put in 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, and then I'm going to mix in a cup of beef broth. And that'll make me a nice gravy in this meat in the bottom of the skillet. Now that the bottom layer has tightened up a bit, I'm ready to add my vegetables. Now, I like mixed vegetables. You can use fresh vegetables, but you just need to cook them ahead of time. You can use frozen mixed vegetables. Again, cook them ahead of time. But for today, I'm using some canned mixed vegetables, and they are just as good. Now the next layer is your potato topping. Again, you can do this to your preference. You can make instant mashed potatoes. You can make the little bags of flavored potatoes. You just need to make enough to cover the top of the dish you're using. Or you can peel your own potatoes and make them that way. Now, I like to load my potatoes up with flavor. What all did I put in these today? I cooked them while my meat was browning. See, it's potatoes, butter, heavy cream, salt and pepper, garlic powder, I think that was it. Now for my favorite part, the cheese. Now I like sharp cheddar cheese, so I put a layer of that on. Then I had just a little bit of mozzarella in the refrigerator that needed to be used, so waste not, want not. I put a little bit of mozzarella on, and I also come back and topped it with a little bit of Parmesan. Did I mention that I like the cheese layer? Now for a light sprinkling of chives, and it will be ready for the oven. Like I mentioned before, I had my oven preheated to 400. I popped it in and I let it bake. I think mine baked about 20 minutes in this skillet. Now keep in mind, everything in it is done, so all you've got to do is get it heated through and through and melt the cheese on top. She smells delicious, and I know she will be. I've made cottage pie many times. After it sat on the bar for a bit and cooled off, I was ready for a bite. Doesn't she look delicious? And can you see down in there at all the layers of yumminess? Now, I like to get all the layers, if I can, on my fork so that I get all of it in one bite. The meat, the veggies, the potatoes, and the cheese. I want it all in one bite if I can do it. Now, what I want you to notice, look in my bowl. Do you see what appears to be grease? That's not grease. That is that gravy I made when I first cooked the meat with the beef broth and tomato paste. It is delicious. So the next time you're in the mood for some good old Southern comfort food, give this dish a try. And I hope you savor this scrumptious and satisfying classic as much as I do. If you want to see more Southern recipes, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. It is my pleasure to help you bring the taste of Grandma's kitchen to your table. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to y'all later.